You got my back? I got your back. You got my back? I got your back. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, tell us who you are.
Okay, I am Heidi Mitchell. I've been teaching kindergarten for almost 20 years. What I wanted to talk to you about today was kid writing and what it has done to help me become a much better teacher of writing. Kid writing was brought to our school district about 5 years ago. It was fully implemented 4 years ago, and I have seen such a dramatic change in the way that my students write, and therefore, reading and writing are so connected, so therefore how they're reading also. The really cool part about kid writing, what I have learned over the last 5 years of doing it, is that kids used to be so afraid of writing. I would have kids crying because they were afraid of being wrong. Now, kid writing is one of the most exciting things that we do during the week. We do it twice a week. We do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I can certainly share at a later time how we implement it with parent volunteers and with an instructional aide that we have for an hour a day who's in the classroom with me. Kid writing it's not a curriculum. This is the book that we've used to implement it. It's a philosophy of teaching kids to write. Eileen Felgus is the writer of this book, and I think there's been another edition since this one, but the way that it teaches kids to write and the excitement that they have for it, and it's just really writing without being afraid of being wrong. The impact that it has had on my teaching is really, really crazy. I've never seen anything like it in my years of teaching and with other curriculums that we have used to get kids to be confident little writers. So I wanted to share one of my students' journals. So this is the journal that we give them. We have these made and ready for them from the beginning of the school year. On their very, very first day of kid writing, we do something called an I love page. Sometimes the kids will run out of ideas, so they can go back to their I love page, and this little girl has some of her things are she loves the swings, she loves baseball, she loves her Barbie house, her favorite color is pink, she loves rainbows. So if she ever runs out of ideas of things to write about, she can go back and look at the I love page.
But it starts with baseline stuff.
All starts with baseline, and I can share also, we do something at the very, very beginning of the year called a monster test, and what the monster test is, you give them 10 words that they have to write, and I was looking for it in here, but I can share a copy of it. The monster test, here it is. You give them 10 different words that they have to write, and we do it 4 times a year, so we do it very, very early in the year. We do it again right before parent-teacher conferences in October. We do it in January. And then typically we do it one more time at the end of the year. And they have to spell 10 different words. And when you see the progress that they made just from the encompassing program of kid writing, and we also do a program here called Haggerty that really helps with phonemic awareness and letter identification. So, but you do a baseline test at the beginning of the year. And we also do something in kid writing. This is our baseline for kid writing. And we just call it sample, or it's just a self. The kids do it completely alone. This is without any teacher input, any volunteer input. This is simply their own work. So we start with the date. And then on this very first day, this was on September 17th, I just told the kids, I know that you don't know how to do a lot of writing yet. If you can get some words down, that's amazing. If you just want to tell me what you're writing about in your picture, that's fine. So this little bug did. I like cupcakes. And she has some letters, and you can already see that she has a pretty good idea of letter knowledge. So she has an I, she has an L and a K for like, and then cupcakes is sort of a little bit of a blur there at the end. And it's really cute now because we'll go back to their first page when we're doing some journal sharing, and we'll talk about how amazing it is. We just call it the miracle of kid writing, that you could go from this on September 17th to something that looks like this. This was her very last kid writing that we did just past Tuesday. and her story is about a leprechaun.
You got my back. I got your back. You got my back. I got your back. 1, 2, 3.